the solution in Mike's family? It was with the parents changing their behaviors, which would then change things for Mike. So the solution was distant from the problem. So again, over here, the solution is not to punish people if they don't turn in their paperwork. The solution is to change the company history of dealing with paperwork, which will then change this, which will change that. It's an ecological view of the organization. We'll close with this idea of remoteness from the problem. What you studied in high school ecology, right? Did anybody study that in college?
Yeah.
What are we talking about with ecology? Plants, animals, natural systems of things, right? So we talk about the food chain, right? How does the food chain work?
Bigger eats more.
Where do you get food from? Well, the sun shines and the algae blooms, right? Or the plants grow, and then the rabbits eat the plants, and this eats this, and this eats this. And then there's a whole cycle to how food comes to us, right? So if you have a problem with something here, it's going to affect other things. So you can solve, here's an example of this. You've got a place, here's a town or some place, you've got a mosquito problem. You've got all these mosquitoes and they're giving people malaria. So your solution is to go in and you spray and you kill all the mosquitoes, right? So we spray all the mosquitoes. All of a sudden we don't have mosquitoes, but all of a sudden we have a rat infestation in the community. And what happened was we interrupted some kind of a natural cycle of things. That when we killed off all of these mosquitoes, that they were being used by these other things to feed, which then fed these other things, which then fed the foxes. But then when we killed the food chain for the foxes died off and went somewhere else, which allowed the rats to come in. So we solved one problem, and we created a new problem. And the problem was we didn't think of the whole cycle, the whole system, and what was going on. So Weick and Watzlawick say, instead of dealing with one thing in the system, you should understand the whole system first. And then you may find that if you do something over here, it has an effect on this, which has an effect on this, which then solves your problem. So the solution is sometimes remote from the problem, where the problem is. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to stop, and you need to be working on your groups, right? So make sure those groups are underway. If you're having a problem, let me know with that. But now you've got more theories to work with too. So as we go on, you're getting more and more stuff to do your analysis. So go for it. Yeah, I took attendance. I'm looking still for Brian Jordan. Brian? No. And I'm looking still for Kristen Loria. You're Caitlin.
Yeah.
And then Samantha is not here. Okay, so.